Alrighty guys, welcome back. This is now episode 12 of the Hardcore series. I'm so surprised we made it this far. Absolutely crazy. Just over halfway there to 1000 days, which is awesome. And in this episode, we're going to be paving the industrial zone. We're extending the bridge that we built in the previous episode, as well as getting onto a super smelter. It's going to boost our progress for the future builds that are coming. So yeah, stick around for that one. And let's get into the video. Yeah, we start off by paving off the entire industrial zone that we have built up at the moment. As I didn't really enjoy the low stone part that we had, it didn't fit right with the scene we're trying to create. So I paved the whole level with stone, and we'll come in and detail it with some other blocks to make some like worn areas of the path and some not so worn, as well as adding some decorations like potted plants and trees and things like that, just to make it seem developed and cool. And whilst digging out the ground, we did have a couple of escapees in the form of iron golems, so I had to quickly get those guys back in place before carrying on with the build. I'm gonna also build another retaining wall on the backside, as that kind of looked unnatural. Couldn't have such a big building sitting on that edge and it not fall apart. So yeah, we put that wall in, and then we got onto the bridge. Before I could start the bridge, I needed a lot more wood, so I decided to take a stack of each tree that we had and grow them and mine them down, and that's what this is here. Then it was time for the bridge. I'll let you guys enjoy this one. So with this bridge now complete, we're going to move back into the little camp over here to work on the next thing. And that thing's going to do with these guys over here. Now they've served us pretty well throughout the season so far, but I am desperately in need of an upgrade, especially for some future builds that are going to happen. For instance, when we bought those factories, the bricks that I need for them took 10 hours total to smelt the clay down using these guys. And I had a few extras outside as well that helped me. But I've been designing and figuring out a way to make this better. And that's what we're going to implement today. And where we're going to do it is down here. Now I've got my special pickaxe over here. Quite amazing, as I can do stuff like this. If I shift, hold space, and click, we get this whole dugout press. And then here is where we're going to build our new super smelter. We'll have the control interfaces up there, and the machine all down here. And how I've done this machine is I've taken pieces from other people's tech, and I'll have their links in the description below. And I merged it all together. So we're going to have our furnace array going down here. Coming from this side, we're going to have a Shulker Box unloader over here that connects to a minecart loader. And the minecart loader will then take all the items and disperse them amongst the furnaces, and those are the items that will be smelted. Then from there, the Shulker Boxes that are used will go back up into a chest up there. And then on this side, we're also going to have our fuel input over here. The fuel input will come down to this area and have another minecart loader, which goes on the bottom of the furnaces, which will fuel them. And then underneath all the furnaces will be hoppers that take all the things into a dropper elevator, which brings all the items that have been smelted up to the top into a storage silo over here. And that's about that. There'll also be another elevator going up here to take the empty Shulker Boxes back up to the top. So yeah, I'm super excited about how this turned out. I can't wait to have this in our world. I did some testing with it and it's pretty rapid. So yeah, let's collect all the items needed and then get into the build. Okay, we got a Shulker Box full of all the goodies. Now it's time to crack on with the build. Alrighty, everything's in place now, so let's give this thing a quick test, just to see this working, then I'll go down and show you guys the internal workings of it. So how this is going to work is we put our fuel up here. We're just going to put 32 because we've got 32 furnaces. Then we have the Shulker Box with our items that goes in here. And then I'll load up the machine with the items. And once it's done, the Shulker Box will come back up in here, so we'll check that at the end. Then over here, we have the release for the fuel minecart. And here's the release for the item minecart. So we're going to let it stock up with a few things. Once we've run it a few times, there will be enough items in the system that we can just leave these on. I've just put them there so we can lessen the sound when we're not using it of the minecarts riding around the whole time. Yeah, that seems to all be gone, so let's activate the fuel minecart. And we'll just deactivate it now because it's only going to put in one coal in each furnace. And yeah, if we run this thing properly with a bunch of fuel and a bunch of items, we'll leave these guys off so they can run by itself. Then let's release the minecart with the items. And after a little while, after the first items have been smelted, we'll see them popping up in this chest. So let's wait for that. And there come our baked potatoes. At quite the pace as well. So it seems we didn't leave it long enough for the items to filter through, but here's our Shulker Box now empty. And the rest of the items should come shortly. And here comes the rest. Should take us all the way up to 32. Cool. So I did some calculations with this machine, and I've deduced that this can smelt 8,586 items per hour. And that relates to one shulker box every 12 minutes. So a full shulker box of items goes in here, and 12 minutes later, all of the items will be smelted up in this chest, which is pretty fast, considering that smelting up all the bricks that I needed for the factories took 10 hours total of smelting, with an array of 10 furnaces. And that was just 5 of these modules I used to have in here lined up. So I had the 2 down here that were running, and I had 3 up on the mountain that were running. And that took them 10 hours to smelt all the bricks that I needed. This would have smelted all those bricks in 2.2 hours. So almost 5 times quicker than what the original smelters were doing. So yeah, this is quite the upgrade. Let's take a look down below and see what's going on. So where we put in a shulker box in that chest up above, it comes down this hopper line and gets spat out by this dispenser. The hopper then gets unloaded into this barrel, which is where the minecart picks the items up from. And once it's empty, this system here breaks it off, puts it into this barrel. And then it goes up this hopper line into the dropper elevator and back up into the chest above. Then when we activate the lever there, it unpowers the system, which releases the minecart to go and do its rounds in the furnace array. And it would go loop around, get back down, loop again, constantly until all the items are finished. The fuel that we put in the chest at the top makes it down this double hopper line into this chest, which then gets picked up by this minecart, who runs along the sides of the furnaces, filling them up with fuel. And that line is connected there to activate and deactivate it. Then we have the hoppers right underneath the furnaces, which lead to this dropper elevator, which puts into the main storage for the furnaces. That ends up here. And yeah, that's the whole system. A lot better than the original, and that is great to see. And we will be moving this whole system into the main base once we've built it up on the mountaintop, right over there. But yeah, for now this is good. We can carry on with the next thing. So following that, we went back to decorating the industrial zone, and that started by digging out the holes for the pathways that we're gonna put in place. So I dug out all these holes, measured the spread made sense, and then followed up with a mixture of andesite and gravel in between the stone. I produced a nice little break from the stone texture and gave you the feeling that it's been worn out by footsteps from everybody who's been using the area. After another round of gathering up all the escapees, moved on to doing the entrance to the tunnel that leads to the bamboo and sugarcane farm. I just made a miniaturized version of the main storage hall that we have. I think it looks pretty good. Let me know down below what you think of it. Once that had been complete, I went and made a bunch of cauldrons, got some fences and leaves, and then made a few little potted trees spread out around the industrial zone. It was a nice pop of color and kind of finishes it off in a way. But that's not the end of the decoration for this zone. We will in future be adding more planters and retaining walls along the sides of the industrial zone. And yeah, just connecting everything even more than it already is. So yeah, I look forward to that coming in the future. But with that, I'm going to leave you guys here with this nice little time lapse of what I got done in the stream this Saturday. And also a reminder that you guys can come check out the stream. I'm going to be trying to stream every Saturday, 5 PM CET. And I would love for you guys to join and come chat, see how things are going. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I would appreciate if you guys liked it and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheerio!